So you are an online trainer or a teacher. That's what I'm assuming. And if you are in the digital place, here are 10 digital miscommunications that you should avoid. Yeah. So I bring you 10. Namaste. My name is Aparna. I'm a certified life coach and a trainer. I'm from Chennai and I'm on a mission to help 100,000 teachers and trainers become a better version of yourself with the help of digital tools. And as I told you, I brought to you 10 digital miscommunications and how to avoid them. Now, the first one that's come to my mind here is when you're adding emojis, you should proceed with caution. Now, emojis can be a very, a good way of communicating. It expresses your, what expression you want to give out, what tone, what meaning, or also it gives some emotional clues, right? So if you add an emoji that is an undermining thing for a professional, say for example, you're going to send a winking message, or you're going to send a sweating message or something, some emoji, for sure it's going to not look professional enough. And the best way is wait until you have an idea as to how the other person will perceive emojis before sending them. So just don't go ahead and send random emojis on the digital platform. Be concise and careful as to whom are you sending and whether that person is willing to accept it. That's your first point. The second one is realize typo send messages. So this is so important when we are typing in, even I do this when I'm typing quickly. Sometimes I misspell words. Sometimes I write something and I mean something, and the sentence formation, because I'm thinking and writing, sometimes is not making sense because I'm just typing. So it is very much vital for you to check what you are sending. So typos reveal that you are in a rush, okay, and that can probably create a different impression on the person who's receiving the message, because not everybody understands that your busy schedule and you're taking time out. For them, it's the only mail that they have received. You may be sending 1,000 mails a day, but for them, that's the only mail that came from you. So it is so vital for you to be careful as to what kind of emotions are going in the messages. And if there are any typos, including your emojis, it's like wasting of time in sending something out to create, to actually break your professional career, or maybe damage it completely. So don't do that. Be a little cautious while before sending the emails out. Now, the third one is emotionally proofread your messages. So typos are not only one thing that you need to bother about. There are sometimes that when you are writing a message in a certain emotion, the person who is reading the message may read it in a different emotion. So your connection of emotion through the message that you're sending, especially when it comes to online emails, or when you're sending messages in WhatsApp or in any other platform, even in the feedbacks that you're writing, or when you're, sending a written consent or something to your parents or to your audiences or to your students, they're going to perceive it based on their own emotions. So if your emotion is not in the right place, they're going to perceive it in the wrong space. So be a little careful there. Next one is punctuation marks matter even more than the one word or the very short sentence. Now, responding okay with a period can come across a more negative than the tone. So if I'm just going to put okay, so it can be said okay, okay, okay. So there can be various ways of emotions, right? So you have, if there is a full stop, adding a period will add a finality to your statement and also highlights the negative emotion. So it can communicate that this conversation is, I'm done for today. I'm not talking anything further. Okay, that's it. So you need to be sure as to what kind of punctuation you're putting. Are you going to put an exclamation mark after okay, or you're going to put a question mark, you're going to put a full stop or a comma? That's what is going to matter. So be careful when you're writing those mails out. Another one is use richer communication channel when you are first getting to know each other. So when I started receiving digital emails, I used to get very excited because I used to see my name in every email and I never knew that it is automated and it comes through a certain app. So I would wonder as to how our coaches and trainers and digital teachers or digital teachers are able to write so many mails with my name also in it. So they may have written around how, and I would think that it was only written for me. But when I would call my friends, my other coaches, my trainers, and my teachers, they would say, "Yes, I received the same," and they would not be so excited because they knew already. And I took time for me to realize that. So it is so important that you use some richer communication channels in your emails or any written correspondence that you're doing, communication that you're doing with your audience. So, say for example, you know someone and you're writing them after a long time, so you can just say, "I hope you're doing well," or "I hope this letter finds you in good health." This can be one kind of communication. If you have not written for a very long time, you can say, "I have been busy, so I have missed on writing, responses to you. And today I have this time for when wherein you came to my mind, and I wanted to write a letter to you, talking about whatever we discussed." Right? Yeah, I thought somebody's come through the window. Okay. So yeah, that's another thing. The sixth one is default to video in general when you can. So a project management software, for example, if it's a person on team who's working remotely, the group will jump into the video calls, right? And this ensures everybody's feels included, right? So when you're using a default a video in general, like you have like 7 people, 7 students in the class, and if you're going to play a video or you are connecting with your audience in that video, make sure you're addressing each and every person and talking to them in that video form. So it's basically said that 65% of the communication is non-verbal because people are watching your body language and people are thinking this is how you are as a mentor or a teacher. And when you're communicating with that personally, that gives a different impact to your students and to your audience. So make sure you are connecting in the digital space. The next one is communicate your level of urgency. Now, what does this mean is we love the informal language most of the time, like, "Yes, man, yo, I agree. Yeah, definitely. Why not? Don't know, didn't do it, not aware of it." So you have to take these sentences off when you are a trainer or a teacher because your students, your clients, or your audience are going to connect to this kind of language. So avoid slang language and try to be a little more professional and try to complete your sentences rather than leaving them half incomplete. Right. That's what I just did to you. Now, don't panic when you're on digital platforms. So most of the time, you are anxious or you feel, "How am I going to do?" Sometimes it's the technical things that you're not aware of, or sometimes you have called the audiences and you don't know how to get back to them. So you've not written them for a very long time. So you have to be good enough to not panic and agree or just accept if you are not comfortable doing something. So I'm making a video right now and I may have found some noise in the window and I just got distracted. And I'm okay with that. And I do apologize that I got distracted, but I'm making a video around like, it's going to be 1 hour at night. And I just wanted to make sure that I made as many videos as possible on the art of communication. That's why I'm doing this. So don't panic. It's okay. It's all right. If things go wrong, they're bound to go wrong, irrespective of how much ever you plan. So whether you are in a digital space or in a offline space in the physical classroom, don't panic. Be calm. Be composed, and just give your best shot. Right. This is what I wanted to share with you when it came to avoiding things that you should be doing when you are doing digital space. So thank you for listening to me, and you have a lovely day. Do like and comment and let me know what are you thinking about my videos. I'm waiting for your comments. Bye bye.